in the dirt. Say it again, man, and that's a reverse. Never rehearse, jumping in first. Call up the nurse, put the beat in the hearse. This is absurd, change to berserk. Don't get on the tracks, man, and they better swerve. Don't got a nerve, man.
Just briefly on customer service. So for those of you that are just starting out or operating stores at a pretty low volume, I'd say if your email volume is 100 emails per day or less, you should be doing them yourself. 100 emails is not that hard to crank out. You could probably do it in an hour if you know what you're doing and you have decent typing skills. It's your store, you know the products, you know the issues, the shipping, you know what's going on with shipping, fulfillment, all that stuff. You're gonna be able to answer all those questions a lot faster than a customer service agent would. So, and you're gonna do it a lot better than them. Like I said in my like how I got started video that I put out a week ago, I did the emails for my store for the first like 9 months of the business, up to the point where I was getting like 300 to 400 a day, and I was doing them all myself. So, and during that time period, I think I only had one chargeback in 9 months. So and then as soon as I started hiring VAs, like the chargebacks started rolling in, because the VAs they're disconnected, they don't care, like it's not their business, right? So they're just going to regurgitate a very version of what you tell them to say. And they're going to do it in a way that doesn't make the customer feel confident that their concern is being dealt with. So that's the most important thing in customer service, is that you are making the customer feel confident that everything's going to be okay, right? That you've got it all figured out. That's the impression that you need to leave with every single email that you write, is that we've got this under control and we absolutely guarantee that you're going to be satisfied, right? Like that there's no doubt in your mind that everything's going to be okay. That's the energy that you need to communicate to your customers. And if you do that, you're going to have a very, very low chargeback rate. And then, I mean, there's some people, like, ultimately, some people just file chargebacks without even reaching out, without even emailing you. Some people just do it to be, like, they'll just, there's people out there, obviously scammers, that will buy stuff and file chargebacks, knowing that they'll get their money back. And then there's high risk orders, there's fraud, right? You get chargebacks on those. So, but I think by carefully managing your store, by analyzing the orders, by communicating a sense of confidence to your customers that everything's going to be okay, you can reduce a lot of chargebacks. And then, but ultimately, you're going to get to a point where you have to hire help. You can't sit in front of a computer and answer emails all day. It's emotionally draining. It's going to hurt the performance of your store, because you're not going to be able to spend as much time on product research and running ads and scaling and working on creatives and things like that. So you're eventually going to have to outsource. And so the cheapest way to outsource, option one, is to go to onlinejobs.ph. This is a Filipino virtual assistant website. I've hired VAs there for like $3 an hour, and I went the route of like getting a ton of cheap VAs, and I've gone the route of getting expensive but less VAs. And I can tell you right now that it's way better for you to get expensive VAs than it is to just get a lot of cheap ones. So, because the cheap ones don't care, they're gonna copy paste responses, and they're going to send the wrong responses to a lot of customers. Like somebody will reach out about a question about a product, and they'll reply with like information about shipping times. I mean, you're gonna get a lot of that with VAs. So onlinejobs.ph is the cheapest option for those of you that are really tight on a budget. You can start there, and if you micromanage them and you read their emails on a daily basis and give them feedback daily, you can make it work. The next option is to use Upwork, Upwork.com. You can get higher quality customer service agents there, and from around the world. So that's a good option. Again, you're still dealing with VA problems. I probably even guys on that website are still going to screw up a whole lot more than you ever would. And then very recently, my team, we upgraded to in-house customer service. So I have people working in my Canada office together, working as a team to answer the emails. And I promise you the quality is significantly better. So again, the most important thing is that you're communicating a sense of confidence to your customers that everything is good. We've got it handled. We're already on top of it. Even if you're not, just like tell them you've already figured this out. We're already working on a solution. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. And then if you do use virtual assistants, make sure you're checking their work at least weekly. Like go through and read 20 emails. It'll take you less than 5 minutes to read 20 emails, right? All you're doing is just going into the inbox and just reading their responses. You're gonna know right away whether or not they're following your standard operating procedures, the instructions that you've given them. So it's okay for you to give them templates, but I rather communicate to the VA that it's an example rather than a template, because templates tend to just be copy pasted without any customization, and it's important that we don't sound like robots. If you sound like a robot, you're gonna have a higher chargeback rate. So that's it for customer service, virtual assistants. Catch you in the next video.
Yeah, yeah.